It's time to kick off another hour of Plymouth and Canton's hit music. This is 88.1 The Park.
Greetings, y'all, and welcome back to The Scene here on 88.1 The Park. Plymouth and Canton's hit music. We're back. It's been a little while. I think we haven't checked in with the community since about January, and it is great to reconvene here with The Scene here on 88.1. It is March 29th, Thursday night, March 29th. March 29th means a few different things. First of all, it means the weather is getting a little bit warmer. That's a good thing. Second of all, it means that summer concert season is on the way. A lot of dates starting to be announced for this summer, which is very exciting. But March 29th also means it is my wife's birthday. So happy birthday, Lee Brandon. Thank you so much for letting me come out and do my radio show here on the night of your birthday. I promise I will bring you something really great for dinner on the way home. So happy birthday, honey. And it is great to check in with everyone once again here and hear the best of the best of the best of Plymouth Canton Educational Park musicians and all of the talented artists that we have here at the park. Big announcement tonight. My guest, Marquette Winston. Can we do a little drum roll? Drum roll. Big announcement, big announcement, big announcement. And the announcement is Friday, May 11th, is going to be our Spring in the Band 7-inch release party at Park. This is going to be a phenomenal night of music. I want everybody right now to take out your phones and mark your calendars. Friday, May 11th, doors at 5:30. Here's why you need to be there. 2 different stages of music. This will be the first time at one of our In the Band shows that we actually have 2 stages. We are going to have the electric psychedelic stage. Yeah, you're going to pick up, it's a 70s theme tonight. Electric psychedelic stage. We've got Paper Crowns, Michigan Left, Me and the Dog, 2%, which is like a gathering of our PCP hip-hop artists, which is going to be an incredible show. Read the Sun, Fat Robin, and Lavender and Company will all be on the electric psychedelic stage. But there is more, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are also going to host the acoustic Flower Power Coffee House, a separate stage with a variety of great artists. We're going to have Zoe Sturrett, Marco Azil, the Blue Rhythm Boys, which is our good friend Hayden Kuzmano's bluegrass group, Brian Fair, Kevin Allen, Liam Reynolds, and tonight's in-studio guest, Marquette Winston. And once you hear her tonight, I guarantee you, you're going to want to come on May 11th to this show, if for any other reason, to hear Marquette's amazing songs and her incredible voice. May 11th, mark your calendars. It is going to be where we release the ITB2 7-inch vinyl. That one, of course, features Paper Crowns and Michigan Left. And you can pick it up at that show. We're going to have free pizza. We're going to have great times, good music. It is just a thing that you all want to be at. So make sure that you reserve that night. Come support In the Band. Come support our artists. Come hear some great music. Speaking of great music, let's kick it off with the 2 artists and the 2 songs that will fill the ITB2 7-inch vinyl that will be released on May 11th. We're going to start right now with our good friends Michigan Left. Here is Waves on The Scene on 88.1 The Park.
Smile straight if to cleanse all those plans made in minds years ago. The two young lovers wouldn't let go. Bells they rang when she came in.
Hi, I'm Clint Smiley, the principal at West Middle School, and you're listening to The Scene on 88.1 The Park, Plymouth and Canton's hit music.
Counting down the street lights, how far can I get tonight? Till something drags me home. I just want to drive, run my mind dry, see how far I can roll. 'Cause I've been getting tired of noises.
Disappear by Paper Crowns here on the scene on 88.1 The Park. You basically just heard the ITB2 7-inch vinyl back to back, because before that we had Waves by Michigan Left, those psychedelic boys, who will be joining the star-studded cast that we talked about right before those songs for our Friday, May 11th show at Park when we release the ITB2 7-inch vinyl. Sitting next to me tonight is a very, very special guest. When I first met Marquette Winston, she wasn't holding a guitar, she was holding a basketball.
Yeah.
And we weren't in a concert venue, we were in a gym.
Yes, true.
And I was trying very hard, because you were such a great player, to get you to come play for the Plymouth Wildcats.
Yeah, but I ended up playing for the Canton Chiefs instead.
You did.
And that didn't last too long either.
I was thinking the other day that, there was this shows Marquette's talent, because she was such a good basketball player. I was trying to get her to come and play for Plymouth. And then a few weeks ago, I was recruiting Marquette to play at our May 11th show. It's like everything's come full circle.
Yes.
But Marquette Winston, welcome to the scene.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Great to have you here tonight. So you were quite the little basketball player, I got to say.
Yes, I agree.
Did you give up basketball for music, or are you still playing, or how does that work?
No, so I did a lot of things, like including basketball, but I also play tennis and I also do music, and there's also school. And then life, right? So like all those things, I kind of spread myself thin. And I made a decision after my freshman year that I would not play basketball in order to focus more on tennis, which at the time I thought would be my way into college. So I was like, you know what, let me focus more on tennis. And I still really love music. I was not going to give that up. So that was my decision-making process pretty much.
It seems like music has always been there for you. I don't know when you started singing, but everyone's going to hear just the amazing talent that you have in your voice. What are your earliest memories of playing guitar, writing songs, singing? When did it kind of hit you?
So I think I started singing right around the time I started talking, from like maybe 2. I was really, really young when I started singing, and my dad had an institute for music, so I was always around music when I was younger. And there's pictures of me like on the stage, and I'm like this tall. But I didn't start playing instruments until 7th grade. I started maybe piano in 6th grade, and then as soon as I picked up guitar in around 7th grade, piano was like kind of very secondary. But I started guitar in 7th grade.
A familiar story from young musicians.
Yes.
To start on piano and then say, at some point something else is a little more fun. So you picked up a guitar, and then the songwriting aspect, when did that kick in? Because we're going to hear your original songs. I mean, they're excellent songs. When did that come along?
It's funny. My earliest memory of writing a song, I was in the 4th grade in class, and it was free write day. And I was like writing a song, and I showed it to one of my, I guess, quote unquote friends, and he like laughed at me. But that's the earliest memory of me writing songs. But I've been slowly like building up my journal of songs since, I guess, 4th grade. So, and I'm in 11th now, so it's however many years.
You're like a Renaissance woman. I mean, you got the sports, you got the music aspect. Clearly, as a songwriter, there's a huge writing component to that. So
yes.
it seems like, and I'm sort of similar. I have huge passions for different things in life, but they all kind of connect, right?
Yeah,
You just want to be the best you can at whatever it is that you take on.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. How about your first times at performing? Because anyone who knows Marquette knows she's very outgoing, which is awesome. Was getting on a stage and playing in front of people something that came very naturally?
So I've always been an outgoing person. I'm always talking to somebody, but for some reason, from the ages of like 3 to 9, I actually really had stage fright. But in 6th grade, during there was a middle school talent show, and I was like, I know I'm a good singer, so let me just try. I was really, really nervous, but ever since I got on the stage in 6th grade, my stage fright like exponentially went away. And now it's like whenever I can get on stage. Oh, you want me to play? Yeah. You want me to play 3 songs? Yeah. So yeah, whenever.
I gotta know, what did you sing at the 6th grade talent show? What was the song?
Skyfall by Adele. Skyfall by Adele. Yeah.
Right.
I love Adele. Yeah.
You certainly didn't choose an easy song. I mean,
No.
anyone who can do Adele, it's like impressive.
Yeah.
So,
And it was great.
and so you got over your fear by kind of seeing the exciting part of it, right? There is a thrill to performing.
Yeah, it's almost like, you know how like you're like you don't want to go on a roller coaster, but then you're scared, but you do it and you feel great after. That's exactly how it felt like the first time I was on stage, because I didn't really mess up, so I didn't like, oh no, so I just felt great after. I was like, oh, I want to do it again.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And certainly it feels like in the last year or two, especially, you've really immersed yourself in the music scene here. You know?
Yeah, because my freshman year I was in the IB program, and it's kind of funny because I thought my dad kind of wanted, I don't know why, I thought my dad wanted me to be in it, and then I heard about the Arts Academy, and I told my dad, I was like, well, what if I do Arts Academy next year instead of IB? And he was like, I don't know why you're in IB in the first place. So that was an easy decision. So ever since sophomore year when I joined the Arts Academy, it's been like open doors for like performances and gigs. So
yeah, you've been a regular at shows, and I know you're a regular in the band, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So glad that you take advantage of that. But it's been nice to see you grow and become kind of more popular in the scene, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it is your original songs. I mean, we're going to hear from some covers later, and I think your influences songs are awesome. We'll get to those a little bit, but we're going to start off with a couple originals. We'll start with a performance of Soldier. Tell us a little bit about this song, when you wrote it, and what's it all about.
So I feel like I wrote this song a couple months ago. It's actually a halfway kind of a contorted version of my life mixed with actually the plot of a book my dad wrote. So because we're recording a demo over the break that's going to like work half as the soundtrack for his book and half as like my, demo that I can start, networking and putting out there. So half of it, like it's kind of goes with the theme of his story and the theme of sort of my life a little bit, kind of changed and exexaggerated, but, gotta write the song.
Yeah, next time I got to interview your dad.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
fascinating. It's fascinating. I
Yeah.
love it. Cool. Well, here is going to be our first in-studio performance. Can't wait to hear it. So here is Marquette Winston with Soldier here on the scene on 88.1 The Park.
When he was turning 13, he fell sick with teenage fever. He didn't know that his parents were leaving with his sister alone. He said when he woke up that morning, they'd passed away with no warning. Last night on the drive back home, and he knelt next to his sister's bed, kissed her forehead, and then he said, I'm not grown up, but I've grown up, and I'm older than I was yesterday. No, I won't let this take my life away. No, I won't let this destroy me, 'cause next year I'm gonna be 14, and the year after that I'll be older. Then I'll be a better soldier for ya. When she became a woman at an age too young for her father. When his wife walked away, he had to raise her up without a mother. Her mother's got another kid, and now she's got a sister. But since I'll never get to me, she'll never get to miss her. She says, Dad, I'm sorry I grew up a little. I know things have changed, it wasn't really beneficial. See, her dad's worried about her future life, but she looks him in the eyes and says, I'm not grown up, but I've grown up, and I'm older than I was yesterday. No, I won't let this take my life away. And I know you feel that life's getting colder, and I know you wanna be my crying shoulder, but you can't be strong every single day. And when you're not, I'll be a soldier for ya. I'm not grown up, but I've grown up, and I'm older than I was yesterday. No, I won't let this take my life away. When his 6-year-old sister asked him why their mom and dad went away, he broke down and cried as he tried so hard to explain. And she knows that her mother has a family that she's not a part of, but she counts her luck and toughens up to go through life without her. And she says, I'm not grown up, but I've grown up, and I'm stronger because I have to be. And I'm a soldier 'cause someone needs me. I'm not grown up, but I've grown up, and I'm older than I was yesterday. No, I won't let this take my life away.
The pride of Canton High School, Marquette Winston, a senior.
Junior.
Oh, a junior. Our
Yes,
junior, that's right.
yes, uh-huh.
That's a good thing. That means we get one more year of great
Yeah,
music after
exactly.
this.
I
That's right.
guess.
That makes me feel a little less old that you're a junior. That sounded great.
Thank you. I messed up a little bit. It's okay. It's
Hey,
in the
you know.
past.
That's right. So tell us a little bit more about that song. How it fits into this context of this big project with your dad. Like,
Yes.
tell us a little bit more about that.
So the book's basically about a kid, like an inner city kid. Take any city you want, maybe like Chicago, Detroit, and it's about a kid who's grown up in a situation where like he's lost his mom and his dad, and he has a little sister he has to take care of. And there are things about him that he doesn't even know, like, you know, secret abilities and powers that you find out later in the book, and he finds out later in the story. It's a trilogy, actually, and it's on Amazon. It's called I Initiate, if you want to go look at it. But it's and it's a story that kind of has aspect of our lives, my family's lives, throughout it. So it's really, really close.
Really personal. Yeah.
Really important story to us. And we want that to get more attention. We would love for my music to get more attention. So we're kind of gonna piggyback off of each other when it comes to the demo and the book and all of that. And my dad's been traveling to schools to promote it too. So you know, it's a continuous thing, but
Super inspiring. It's like a family.
yeah,
You know, that's awesome.
really cool. Yeah.
It's cool you have that support. Very
Yeah,
cool.
it's really fortunate. Not a lot of people, when it comes to like artistic things, have like parents or family who support them. So I'm really blessed. So thank
Definitely.
you, Dad. Thank
Absolutely.
you to my dad for that.
Yeah, and they're right here.
Yeah,
so
they're
you-
actually right in the studio.
could-
So thank you to
you
my
could give them
parents.
love right here. Exactly.
Yeah.
So next we're going to hear Everything. Is this also part of that series, or is this a separate song from that?
It's a separate song. I don't know. Sometimes you just have feelings and you want to write them down. So that's really what this song was.
Isn't that what music's all about?
Yeah,
I mean, it's
exactly.
the way we express, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
Cool. Well, here's the second original we will hear in the segment here in studio on the scene on 88 The Park. Here is Marquette Winston with Everything.
let my tears like the rain fall hard on the concrete floor. Beating hard on the roof, hope the pain comes less, but I only feel more. Trying hard to explain myself to the ones who don't understand. It's just so hard to believe in love when love don't go as planned. I hate being so close when I just can't touch every little piece of me that I'm giving up. Every single thing we do together means nothing, nothing to you. But it means everything to me, everything to me. It means everything to me. Let my thoughts like the clouds cast shadows over me. So many doubts and I'm suffocating when all I wanna do is breathe. Being around you and thinking about you, there's only so much I can take. I should probably let you go and move on for my heart's sake. I hate being so close when I just can't touch every little piece of me that I'm giving up. Every single thing we do together means nothing, nothing to you. But it means everything to me, everything to me. It means everything to me. I haven't gone through much without you. Just can't get over how you make me feel so free around you. I have no choice but to wait. You're the only reason I stay here. Let my tears like the rain fall hard on the concrete floor. I hate being so close when I just can't touch every little piece of me that I'm giving up. Every single thing we do together means nothing, nothing to you. But it means everything to me, everything to me. It means everything to me.
That was Everything by Marquette Winston, live here in the studio on the scene on 88.1 The Park. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. I can't wait to get to your influences here. So we're going to start our influences segment here. And, you know, every guest I have in, I send out and say, hey, you know, send me some influences songs. And, you know, we get a lot of the same responses.
Yeah.
With Marquette, it was unique.
Okay.
Right off the bat, it was 2 Bob Dylan songs.
Uh-huh.
So now I see the storytelling aspect, right? The lyrical aspect.
Yes.
And then an indie RE song, or at least 3 of them, I think you sent me, or at least a couple.
Yeah, I think I said 3 indie RE songs. Yeah.
So I think that explains your sound. I mean, strong storytelling, great guitar playing, but a strong rhythmic bass too that's in there. So tell me about your connection to these 2 artists.
So Bob Dylan. So I don't know if anyone's seen the movie Hurricane, but he has a song that he wrote. It wasn't for the movie, but it was in the movie. It was about the true story, and it's kind of not clean, so we can't play it here. But it's called Hurricane, and it's such a good story, such good storytelling, and like. It's just like when I heard that song, because I've always been listening to Bob Dylan because my family would play everything right in the house. But that song, I was like, I need to write. If I can write like him one day, I can die happy. So there's that song, and then all his songs, Tambourine Man, Times They Are Changing, which is like a childhood favorite of mine.
Oh yeah.
It just like the messages they send, the messages he sends, I feel like we're ahead of his time too, in a way.
There's no doubt. Yeah.
And it's just like Times They Are Changing. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory what the song is about. It's that it's basically about like how like the older generation needs to kind of keep up with the younger generation, and if not, back off so we can keep moving on. And I think that's a message that I think young people need to, like the older people need to hear, and the young people need to keep giving out. That keep treading forward, and
no doubt.
Yeah, his storytelling and his writing is like. Probably one of the best to have ever lived.
No doubt. And you know, Bob Dylan would never have made it on The Voice or American Idol.
Exactly, which
right?
is it's all in his writing. And
we're all still listening to him. And that's what I love about it. You know, it's his voice itself. Nowadays, a lot of people would listen and say, why would anyone want to listen to that?
Yeah, true.
But he had a true, unique voice. You know? How about India Arie?
India Arie, she is such an artist. She's in every... Like, she's never been super popular. She's probably been maybe a B-list celebrity. She's never been super popular, but she's never changed her music to become more popular. It's always been her music, and her voice also. I have a pretty deep voice. Like, I'm an alto, I'm in choir, and I'm an alto, and I still can't hit half the notes that are in our music. And India Arie has a deep voice, so her songs, I can sing them without, like, modulating the key down, you know?
Yeah.
So... And her writing, too, is amazing. Like, her song Video is about, like, the line in the chorus is, I'm not the average girl from your video. But, so she's, like, she's herself and always is herself. And just, in her other song, I Am Not My Hair, is about, like, I guess, being, like, a black woman and, like, the whole thing with our hair. It's just, she writes everything that she feels that she needs to write. It's not... what can I write next to get more record sales or whatever.
Just so real. Yeah. 2 very individual voices. That's what I think stands out about your picks. You know, Dylan, at some point in his career, went electric. It was very controversial. Will Marquette Winston ever go electric and do the full band thing?
Oh, I feel like definitely.
Yeah.
100%. Yes.
Cool. When you get huge and big and famous, you need a drummer. Call me.
I will.
I would love to play these songs. I would love to play these songs. So we'll kick off here with the influences segment. Here is Marquette Winston's influences. We're going to start off with Mr. Bob Dylan. Here is Mr. Tambourine Man on the scene. The influences segment for our special in-studio guest, Marquette Winston. That was Bob Dylan with Mr. Tambourine Man and India Arie with Video. I haven't heard that song for a while. It's so good.
It is.
It's been a while. 2001 is when that
it's
came
one
out.
of those ones that you're like going through music. Oh, I need to play this. I haven't listened to it in a while. Yeah.
How old were you in 2001?
I was not alive. I was not alive. I was born in 2002, which is after all of my friends because I'm a year ahead in school. So yeah.
So cool, though, that you appreciate the good music from the past.
Yeah.
And perfect segue, good music from the past brings us to the Scene Rewind. Here is where we bring in 881 station manager Bill Keith. Welcome back, Bill.
Good to be here.
We always take a look back at some of the more vintage artists from the PCP music scene, but tonight we're not traveling in our time machine all that far back, are we?
No,
Bill?
this is one of the more. This I think is the most recent release that we've played.
Probably
2015.
Not that long ago. So again, I'm not going to feel that old during this segment. But Bill, you chose Unusual Symphony tonight. Tell me what you know about this group.
Yeah, it was an all-girl group. One of the members, Kaylee Ross, was the guitar player, and she was on our staff here at 88.1. She was the music director. And there may have been one or two other girls that went here to the park. I think one of them was in college at the time. One of them went to Northville High School. They recorded the album, and they got selected to do. I saw them a couple different times. One at Genetti's in Northville, Hole in the Pub, or Hole in whatever the little restaurant is. They had the little performance stage in there.
Yeah.
And so I saw them there, and then they got selected to do the summer concert in Kellogg Park. They were opening, so they started at like 5:30 or 5 o'clock, I don't remember, and we ended up airing it live. That was their release date for their CD, and then shortly thereafter they broke up.
Oh no.
And the singer Carly Binns went on to, she's been doing her own solo stuff, and I'm sure the other ones are all working on other things, but Carly's probably the most prominent member of the group as far as doing music. She goes to college at Belmont University in Nashville and still comes back to this area and does shows, especially during the summer.
Bands always break up after they make the CD or print the T-shirts.
Yes.
It's a lot of
You know?
money.
Yeah, they print the 100 T-shirts and then they break up the next day.
Hopefully they sold all. The CD is called Things You Say. Hopefully they sold a lot of them before they broke up.
If they're anything like the bands I've been in, they're all in the basement.
Yeah, someone's basement.
In boxes. Well,
Just like them.
Marquette's dad raising his hand. Yeah, we're all in that same boat together. So let's check in with the Scene Rewind. Here is Mistakes by Unusual Symphony on the Scene on 88.1 The Park.
Flashbacks in my head, whispers ring through my ears. I can see it crystal clear. All the times you did wrong, you left the match on. Let me burn while you were long gone. And no, don't come running back to me. I'm finally free. I was suffocated by your lies. Now I can't breathe in time. Don't think I miss you at all. I've stayed way too long. Didn't even see what you were doing to me. I put out the fire, the flame, and I crossed out your name. You were one of the many mistakes I made. You left me in the rain, no words to explain. You caused me so much pain. And now that I look back on who I thought you were, I realize the real you was just a blur. And no, I don't think you cared at all. You pushed me down when you stood tall. I wish we had never met. I'm so glad that you left. Don't think I miss you at all. I stayed way too long. Didn't even see what you were doing to me. I put out the fire, the flame, and I crossed out your name. You were one of the many mistakes I made. I erased you from my head, along with the signals I misread. And yeah, I'm smiling now, and it's because you're not around. You're not around. Don't think I miss you at all, 'cause I stayed way too long. I didn't even see what you were doing to me, yeah. I put out the fire, the flame, and I crossed out your name. You were one of the many mistakes I made.
Mistakes from Unusual Symphony on the Scene Rewind. Here on 881 The Park, Marquette Winston, we always want to ask our in-studio guests, what did you think of Mistakes?
Paramore.
Yeah. Good call.
Paramore. I got like straight up Paramore vibes from that. Who was the lead singer?
That was Kaylee Ross?
Carly Binns.
Oh,
is the
Carly
lead singer.
Binns. Okay.
Really nice voice. Pitch, tone, everything. A+.
Good call on Paramore. I agree with that. So, yeah, when we will be back next month with another exciting edition of the Scene Rewind. Thank you, Bill Keith. Marquette, we're going to have one more performance in studio, and it's going to be from a song I love and a band that I really love, Fleetwood Mac. What are your future plans? I know you're in your junior year, and you already mentioned to me off the air that you're thinking about one day going to Detroit Institute of Music Education, DIME, which would be fabulous.
Yes.
Our good friends Joe Jankowski is headed there. Keegan Weaver's headed there.
Yes.
So you would have plenty of Park brethren there
Yes.
to hang out with. But what else is in your future plans? I know you're more gigs, any recordings, anything like that?
So yeah, over this break, I'm gonna, record my first quote unquote demo. Don't really know what to call it yet, but we're gonna go with demo, and that'll be available whenever. I don't know, but just watch out for that, I guess. And over the summer, well, our gig coming up on the 11th.
Yep.
And then there's one on the May 4th. That's May 4th at 7 o'clock in the Little Theater, actually. It's actually Jay Stallworth's fashion show. And me, Hayden, Joe, and this other kid, Alex Didell, will be playing a couple songs.
Nice.
And then just throughout the summer, I'm just going to gig as much as I can. There is the DIME summer session that I'm going to do, and on the Friday of that week, I'll do a show at their underground venue, which is really cool. So
Yeah. And they're going to see what they might be getting in a year and a half.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, I'll just whenever gig opportunities present themselves, I'll jump on it. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, we'll keep suggesting you to places too, because I'm telling you, any promoter out there would want Marquette Winston on their bill. So we're going to hear "Landslide," a song that means a lot to so many singer-songwriters out there, and I know it means a lot to Marquette. So take it away. Here's Fleetwood Mac's "Landslide" on the Scene.
Took my love and I took it down. I climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in a snow-covered hill where the landslide brought me down. A mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. Well, time makes bolder, children get older, and I'm getting older too. Well, I'm getting older too. Take this love and take it down. And if you climb a mountain and you turn around, snow-covered hill. Well, maybe. Well, maybe. The landslide will bring you down.
Incredible rendition of Fleetwood Mac's Landslide from Marquette Winston. Marquette, it has been so much fun having you in tonight.
It's been so much fun being here. Thank you so much for having me.
No doubt about it. It won't be the last time, and it's been really amazing to watch you grow as an artist and as a songwriter, and I just cannot wait for several more months of you being around here and doing your thing.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see where, music takes me. So
I think it's going to take you pretty far.
I sure hope so, because
based on what we've heard tonight, I think you got a great shot. So
thank you.
Thanks so much, and keep using In the Band, and we'll for sure have you back here before you graduate.
By the way, In the Band is a great thing. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
It's a lifesaver sometimes, and I don't know, we have to practice. I don't know. Yeah, so.
Yeah, it's an awesome thing. I'm so glad you use it.
Yeah.
So we will return here on the scene in late April. That will be our preview show for the big May 11th gig. Again, May 11th, which is a Friday night at Park. This huge lineup of great artists from PSEP. We're going to be joined by Zoe Sturrett in late April, probably sometime right around that week of April 26th, which is typically when we check in here on the scene, which is the last Thursday of each month. So you will hear from us then. We'll preview May 11th. We'll have more great music and in-studio guests for you, and we look forward to it. In the meantime, we will leave you tonight with, in my opinion, one of the better songs that's come out of the scene here in the last few weeks. Keegan Weaver, our very good friend of the show, a.k.a. Me and the Dog, has recently released his new EP. It's called Happy House. This is the lead single off of that. There's a video of it on YouTube you should check out. It's pretty outstanding.
Yes.
So we're going to leave you tonight here on the scene with Me and the Dog. I didn't quite get that. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Here's Me and the Dog on the scene on 88.1 The Park.
My hair is much longer than before. And I swear that I've changed too, but not for you, and not for you. gotta grow up, embrace myself, grow up, embrace the help that I've been given to love myself the way I want to. Grow up, embrace myself. Grow up, embrace the help that I've been given to love myself the way I want to.
This is WSDP Plymouth, a community service of the Plymouth Canton Community Schools.